So now I'm going to tell you another program. Uh, Before that, let's make our setup ready. This is to exchange dot is. I'm going to exchange the data. So my program statement is to write assembly language program to exchange 10 data bytes between. Now see, I can have data transfer data 10 data bytes exchange between internal RAM as well as the external data. So let's make one example with the internal RAM itself. Exchange between same locations. I will say 10H and 30H of internal RAM. This is very important. Of 8051. So I need to write a programming language for exchanging the 10 data bytes between 10H and 30H of internal RAM. So my program begins here, org0. So as usual, you need a pointers now, R0 with hash 10H, now R1, comma hash 30H. So this will be source pointer. So this is memory pointer 1. I will not call it as this is memory pointer 1 and this is my memory pointer 2 because we need to exchange between two locations. So memory pointer 2. So now I need a count for this R3 comma. Let's take it R7 now. I should take always R3. So hash 10H. I don't write H here, I will simply write 10. Okay, it is so 10 data bytes to be exchanged. So I can write comments such that it gives a meaning to that statement. So why I use that line. So that should be the way in which you're supposed to use a comment. So 10 data bytes to be exchanged. So which is particular score. So this value is 10. So now let's start doing this exchanging the data. So there is an exchange instruction available in 8051. So see, the best method and one method is use register A and take a content from R0 and you save it to a temporary location, say R2, A. Then take a content from A again and take it from R0, R1. Now this value which is there, one is in A and one is in R not supposed to be exchanged. Okay, then you have to move it back. So this can be done in any way. So right, I'll follow this technique. So you have these two contents now. So what I can do is now I will have exchange instructions now. So you can type one instruction with exchange 51. Okay, there is an instruction for this. So XCH, XCH, A comma R. Let's exchange. So see, I need to exchange the data between A and R2 so that this data byte, so these two, whatever is there in A and R2 will get exchanged and that will be moved back. So now what I will do is I will load it to at R1 A, A. And again one more data byte has to be updated with the R. So R not also to be updated. So what I need is a value should be taken from 10H, a value should be taken from 30H, and these two values need to be updated. Okay, so I think I can have a better way to do this. So let's take the content back. XCH A comma at R1. So let's exchange here itself. So I have taken one content from R0 to accumulator and I have exchanged it with the at R1. So that now at R1 content has come to A. Now what I'll do is move at R1 comma R0 comma A. I think this makes it very simple. See, this data becomes very simple now. See here. So value read memory 1. I'm going to read the memory 1, exchange with memory 2. You need to exchange that with memory 2 and need to store the value of memory 2 in memory 1. So I'm going to store the value of memory 2 in memory 1. So this is how I did the exchange. So first read the memory, then you try to exchange it with the memory 2 and whatever value you got it from memory 2 now store it back to memory 1. This is a simple exchange that I can do. So increment R1, increment R1. So give the comments here. So this is to update to the next location. Update memory pointers. So once you do this, next is djnz R7, I think R7 comma up. So give up label over here. So this is up. So once you give this, yes. So yeah. So I hope this is supposed to work because I'm going to exchange now data between 10H to 30H. And finally, you need to give an end command to direct you to close this program. So now save it and remove this file which is previously added. Now add the new file as exchange. Add files to source group and this should be an assembly file and exchange is here. Select this, add it, close. So there's an exchange program. Build this. There's no error. Now go to the debug. So now if you look at the debug window, so I have 10H and 30H location. So I need to see what is there in 10H and 30H. So 10H you don't have anything. So I will fill it here. I need to fill the content as 1 and this can be 2 and this can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then another one I'll keep it 0. So this is the 10H content that I'm updating, and next is 30H. 30H, let's have something else. So let's have A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, I'm going to leave the other locations as 0, so it doesn't matter. So these are the content of my 10H and 30H. I think you can see here. Yeah, somewhere here you see. This is 10H here. These are 10H. 30H you see somewhere probably. Yeah, I think. See, this is 10H locations you can see, and 30H location is somewhere here. Continuation. Okay, so these are the values. So these are the values. Now this data is supposed to come here, and this data supposed to go there. So I think just see here. I will run it quickly and just see how the things changes. I'll simply run it. See here. This has come to the other side. All these data goes to the other side. The exchange. Okay. So what I will do is I will reset the code again. I will reset it. Reset the CPU. Now the previous 10H will come here, and this A0 will go to the other side. You see here, I'll debug and I'll run it again. See here, the exchange. So as and you keep exchanging this, the data will be, again and again it will be swapping between the locations. So my exchange program is working. So the instruction that we need to learn is one exchange. Okay, XCH instruction. How it is used. I used it in the indirect mode. You see, A command. One thing remember, exchange always happens with the accumulator. That's one more thing which you need to take care. Exchange always happens with the accumulator. The rest of the things are same. So this I think about the data transfer instruction is more enough for you to start writing some coding on this. So we'll move on to the code. So this is about an exchange program in 8050 controller.